Overall, Rich, you had a good video. Both of them, I've seen both of them. Don't have any problems with them per se. Not too many major ones, but I just want to point out a few things that I could possibly disagree with you on. One is you said when presidents mess up with some big scandals, people on the right and the left have to come back and reform new ideas as radicals. But I consider myself radicals, and my ideas never changed, regardless of what the president was. I always saw it as it's this perpetuation of the same bullshit. But as a radical, my ideas always do strengthen through new ideas presented to me. So, say I have an old schema, I would incorporate something new into my schema, broadening it, blah blah blah, whatever that word is. Now, and also another thing, like when you want to categorize people in terms of left or right, ultra left or ultra right, the thing is, it I guess politics does a good way of generalizing human behavior. But the bottom line is that we really do not know what human behavior is. We can only make assumptions about how people act. But there are so many broad actions the way people act. So therefore we can't really necessarily pinpoint. But me as being a left radical, I had to sit there and I had to ask myself what is good for the world. What would be in the best interest for everybody. And right now, I feel that capitalism is not. Capitalism is very destructive. It does not know how to feed African children. It does not know how to take care of environments. At least 90% of all the big fish in the ocean are gone. Global warming is happening at an alarming rate, and capitalism does not solve these problems. It only knows how to allocate resources, and that is the problem. And also another problem is that the fact that there's such a disconnection between the society and economics. But in reality, what economics is just another way for people to interact with each other. It's just another means of social relations. So people on the right tend to do this a lot. That's their specialty, I guess. They tend to disconnect people from economics, saying that it's a supply and demand curve or marginal utility, this and so forth. But in reality, it's really just people interacting with other people and how to relocate resources. And people fail to realize that. Things are very, very screwed in society, in this world. And I'm glad that you are aware of certain misconceived notions that the mainstream media does play out in society. Makes me feel good. People are learning out there. EDD. But we still have a lot to do on the left, and it's not. I feel bad about calling my side the left, because this should be everybody's side. I didn't become a leftist. I didn't become an anarchist because I just saw a couple people and I thought, oh, okay, that's cool. I became an anarchist because this made sense to me. It made the most sense to me out of anything else that was ever presented to me. And the way how other people act, I feel like other people act the way they act is because that's how society teaches them. And people are, I would say, hardwired to an extent, but I feel like people are molded by their environment. So we do live in a perverse, sick society, and it does breed perverse, sick individuals, but it doesn't happen all the time. I live in the society. So, where am I trying to get with this is that, look, we are all struggling to do something. People on the left, people on the right. The Tea Party movement, they have legitimate problems. They are struggling. They just have different ways of actualizing their struggles and different ways of dealing with it. Not everyone's taught the same way. So the point, the fact of the matter is that we need to find a way to get everybody on the same common ground. And we had to make people realize that our world is diminishing. We're not living sustainable. There is so much instability within our model, in our framework of capitalism, of America, of the world. And We really need to sit here and find common ground which we can all address this, regardless of being left, right, up, down. We need to come and be one as a people and stop trying to compartmentalize everything. And that's currently what I'm doing now, reaching out to you with the video response. Hope you get back at me, dude. What?